Eto te opet. Eto. Tako to je doma. Evo ja? Rakija. Ovo je zaštićeno ahmacilom.
Je tako.
Evo ih.
Samo
Uvijek je lepo osjeti ovu lepotu, ne samo lepotu prirode, nego i lepotu stvaranja koje ćemo prisustvovati i večeras i narednih dana. A profesor i ja smo, evo dok me je dočekao ovde i rekao dobrodošla opet na Mećavnik.
This is a perfect gift for my arrival. This is the second time I come here.
yes. And
I love this place a lot. It's maybe one of my favorite film festival ever in the world. First of all, because it was created by the giant, the genius, that, and so also this place looks like a movie of Emir, and it's such a pleasure to meet filmmakers from all the world in this fairy tale, in this place like a movie set. So I wanted to come back, and I'm very proud to have brought here my last one to show you maybe tomorrow.
So you come here with a fresh perspective because you're one of the few directors that are coming from outside of Europe. Please tell us, how do you see this festival, and how do you see the other movies that are in the competitions along with yours?
the festival was great because I've been in many another festivals, but it's the first time that it's music and movie, and we are in a closed territory. Then we can much more time to introduce and to have a communication with each other. All of the people who comes here, like guests or for competition, it's great opportunity for me. Is for beginner director. One of the best thing is have a communication with each other. So, and I watched first part of our competition, and I think all of the movies, they have a 50-50 similar things, and they have I think they have a own style. It's not look like the style that we have in Iran, and I feel it that they have a own language. It's like that they have own language. But it's not true to talk about yours. But my movie is a little bit different because I don't have many plans that they are cutting so fast. I try to have a long plan to people have a time to think about my movie. That's why for me it's a very good experience that another people how they direct their movies. So that's why it's a good option, good honor to be here, really.
Okay, when it comes to such a festival, we have big names like Mr. Emir Kusturica and other names of cinematography. What are the things that you most are looking forward to? What are the things that you want to see? What are the things that you want to hear, to feel when you come to such a festival?
As I told you, for me, it's just communication, because people is really different. They have own aim. They have their own way. That's is a different way, and I can be an opportunity to bring this experience and come back to home and think about it. Which one is better for me to use and which one I don't like it. So for me, it's one of the best reasons to come here, I think.
As a young director,
Except Emir Kusturica, I think.
as a young director, what is maybe the most difficult challenge you are facing? Is it like money, financing, or finding the right screenplays? What would you say is the most difficult challenge you are facing?
I have two difficult challenges to keep working in Iran. First one is money, to find a sponsor, and second one is freedom. Because I want to, maybe once upon a time I found a sponsor who want to suppose me to make a film, but I don't have a freedom to make what I want. So that's why I always try to make underground movies. Nobody knows about what I do till now, because maybe it will be problem. Yes, it's a big challenges for me.
Now it's a big moment, the golden egg. With inventive visual imagery and clever storytelling, the film Letter to a Pig leading the audience with a deeper sense of human compassion. For this extraordinary achievement, we award director Tal Kantor with the Golden Egg Award.
I will try to find the right words. This is really unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you. Already to be here and share with you this film that really comes from a deep place in my heart was a privilege. And this few days been an absolute pleasure. It's like a celebration of art, of cinema, and of human interaction and dialogue, which I think is the best that we can do right now. And this is even, it's amazing. Thank you so much. It's a big honor. Thank you.
What comes to your mind now that you are the big winner of the festival?
I'm still overwhelmed. I'm quite excited. You know, it's an animated film. It's a combination of both. So it means a lot for me that my visual language, this story, this message received this recognition in the festival. It really means a lot.
Now, what do you think won the hearts of the jury? What part of your movie was the one that actually made them decide that yours was the best?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I hope that this is the overall message of the film. That for me it speaks about the future generation, where we are heading in relation to the past. It's in a way it's a message of hope. So for me, acknowledging the film is like really acknowledging this message. So it's I think it's that. I hope.
What is your message for the new generation of filmmakers? What should they do in order to fulfill their dreams and make their movies to make them count?
To bring their own voice and not try to imitate or repeat necessarily things they saw or messages they've been necessarily taught to move forward. Really to bring something authentic and sincere and honest and from their heart. It's kitschy, but it's true, I think.
First of all, this is the 16th edition. What do you think about this edition's film? As you mentioned, it's more about the freedom, and art is above all. What is your opinion about this edition?
I think this edition is, I could say, much better than some years that we had before. And what makes me happy is that the level of the first movie is just incredible, that people start thinking in a special way. They bring the perception from the past. They don't go for the language which is language of commercials, and they go really with their perception of space, time, and everything that young people have to bring us. And it's like originality that we have to just conclude. If we continue like this, the cinema will be much richer and much better in the future.
Talking about being a richer cinema, of course, art is above all, but one of the words that was mentioned not only once, it was the need for funding. What is your advice for the young filmmakers, how they can find the necessary funding to fund their movies?
The most important thing is to have ideas and to bring your ideas to the stage, because otherwise you always find the money, you always find something, but you never, if you don't have a good idea, you don't have a good movie. Most of the movies are just proliferated today. You have so many films made on the planet. I remember when I was coming to the first festivals, I was chosen among 500-600. Today it's about 1,000 films that go to the festivals, and much more they go to the theater. So first is to have a strong piece in your hands, and then funding will come to you. If you just go for funding just because you want to make a movie, you have to understand that cinema is not an easy work. Today, producers are more important than what are the directors, and in the case of cinema, today you have producers who are just creating the ambience in which author is secondary. So be prepared for the fight in which without strong life idea there is no good movie.
The movies in the festival, as well as your movies, have a strong social and even political sense. What do you think is the role of the director in addressing those issues?
I'm confident that the idea of bringing the movie up to the stage and up to the screen is something that you have to open as a page for the audience, in which you synthesize most of the existential, social, historical, and political problems. You don't need it to be historical, but you have to create a hero or anti-hero as somebody who is just ready to bring us the picture of the time that we live in. It was avoided by the entertainment, it was avoided by the time and by the people who just had a idea that movie is just to entertain people. And I think cinema was always much more important to go deeply into the human problem and human existence.
I'm not sure if you are familiar with the Romanian directors, the new waves. What do you think about the directors, and what is your message for the Romanian viewers about your movies and the new movies that are coming right now?
I must tell you, Romanian cinema is the best cinema in Balkan Peninsula. You have still authors who are not westernized, who are going for the original ideas, and Romanian film is just for the last 10-15 years very powerful, and I just wished, and I could send them a message if they hear me, to continue being original, to continue being Romanian in the world in which you cannot live in Romania trying to be English. You have to be just deeply rooted into your social problems, which is the case. And that's why I'm saying that you have the best cinema on Balkan.
And lastly, a message for the young generation of filmmakers.
Just go for freedom, identified with a piece of art that you bring to the humanity.